Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is all about bummies. If you don't know what a bummy is, it's basically like a pair of like shorts, kind of tight shorts, I suppose, a bit like hot pants. Great and very popular at the moment for kids, especially if they are crawling around or running around like crazy. Let me show you what I whipped up over the last few days. So Lila has just started dance classes, so I figured why not make her a pair of like very shiny, very cool little bummies. The pattern I used is from Etsy and it's from a company called Patterns by LL, and they're the belly bummies, and really super easy, great pattern pieces. I actually am going to admit I didn't even read the instructions, because they're pretty much exactly the same as you would make any like harem pants, or I could make these up because I kind of basically knew the basic principles behind the pattern. I just needed the pattern pieces, and realistically too, I probably could have made the pattern pieces myself, but at the end of the day, I'm still supporting somebody. So part of ticking off my goals for 2022 is to use more fabric that's in my stash and not buying it. So having said that, I made them in this fabric and then like this as well. So this was a bit of a happy accident really. So dust them off a little bit. So basically what happened was the pattern has two waistband options. So you can do a foldable or a simple waistband, and I had cut out both pieces, not really realizing. I was like half asleep. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, I'm just gonna cut out all these pieces and sew them up, and then I can like just sew straight away tomorrow. In result of that, of course, some mistakes happen, including I cut out two lots of the leg bands. They're not called leg bands, but yeah, so you know what I mean though, like they are, I suppose, leg bands, this part, okay? So I cut out two lots of those because I actually cut them on the fold and then went, I just have to cut them not on the fold, but now I have two sets. So therefore these were born. This is the same waistband. So that is because these are the second pair of all mermaid holographic fabric I used. These are two different sizes as well. Honestly, there's like millimeters difference between a 12 to 18 month and 6 to 12 months. Honestly, it's like literally it's millimeters. It's not even centimeters, it's millimeters. But that could make all of the difference to the fit. So I found that these were perfect around the waist, that wasn't the issue, and around the legs. The legs were probably a little bit more loose around her leg, but what I didn't like the most was that they were a bit loose around like the actual nappy kind of area. They looked more like shorts than bummies, because for me bummies are meant to be a little bit more tighter. They're meant to be a little bit more, just fitted around that area. So I went back and I made the size 12, sorry, these are the size 12 to 18 months, but these are the size 6 months to 12 months, and they fit perfectly. I will put up some photos of Lila, or some video of Lila running around at the dance class in them as well. Jump, jump, quick. They just fitted that little bit better than these ones, but these won't go to waste because she's going to grow into them anyway, so it's totally fine. The fabric I've used is just from Spotlight. I believe it's called Mermaid Hollow or Hello. It's a knit. It's nice and stretchy. you cannot put this stuff in the dryer. Do not put an iron anywhere near it. It is kind of delicate in that aspect. So it was a little bit hard. It was a little bit hard to work with in terms of, normally you would iron the bands, like both the tummy band and the leg bands, because it would give you a really nice crisp sort of, a nice crisp line across here and here. But with this stuff you can't. Now I don't know if you were to use like a really low iron and iron cloth, if that would make a difference, but I was just not willing to take the chance. Even though I have so many meters of this stuff, I could have totally done a tester, but I just didn't think it was that big of a deal. But if it's a big deal for your pattern, or like for your particular fabric or your look or anything like that, then just give it a little tester. Hollow stuff or hello stuff is quite temperamental, and because it's like a foil, yeah, it's really not recommended to use any hot press or anything like that on it. This one I used, this is all from Spotlight, I know that. I think, well, what I call it is liquid leather. It's like, just like a pleather, like a black pleather. It's stretchy as well. It's just really cute, I thought. Now, also, you could use like the reverse side of the mermaid pattern if you like. You would just have, you'd have sort of the, it would still have a bit of a bump in it, so you'd kind of be able to see that behind it, and kind of would look like it's the wrong way. But then again, that might be a total look that you like, so go for it, I always say. I am going to try maybe some French terry with these. I think that's going to be really cute, and some beautiful rib knit as well. Stay tuned for those. But that's 2 of those. Technically I have 3 of them because I made 2 of these. So, but a little while ago I spoke, actually it was probably like nearly 2 years ago, I spoke about making a pair of bummies and using gold fabric. Well, I found some in my stash that I had bought for some scrunchies years ago. I'm totally going to be making those Kylie Minogue hot pants. A homegrown Aussie too, which I love. But anyway, so inspiration from Miss Kylie, I will be making Lila some hot pants. Have a look on, or stay tuned on my Instagram so that you can see them. I have now made those, and I will be using technically 3 lots of fabrics that are out of my stash. So technically now I am allowed to buy 1 piece of fabric, but I might have already done that. So we're just gonna hold off for a little bit longer, not buy anything just yet. I've got a sample lot of French terries and rib knits, or lounge knits coming from Melco. So hopefully they'll be here. They should be here in the next few days actually. So I'm probably gonna be buying something from there. Let's be honest. I hope that gives you some inspiration for some bummies, because I think they are super cute at the moment, super in style. But I think the best thing about what I'm really loving about them as well is they're very versatile and they're very trans-seasonal. So you can put like a singlet onesie on underneath, a short sleeve, or even a long sleeve on under that. You could even put on some little leggings, like some little stockings, or like some little knee-high socks. That would be super cute. So my next thing I'll be looking out for are actually some ruffle bummies. I just saw somebody making them the other day, and I was like, oh my goodness, how have I not thought of those before? I love a good ruffle, especially bummies. So that's enough. That is enough from me saying bummies. Honestly, I would love to know how many times I've said it in this whole video. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this quick little video. And we'll speak to you next week. Next week's will be something super, super exciting. And I have told you guys on Instagram. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, make sure you give us a like, you know, a little follow on Instagram. And yeah, so don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you know that when we put things up. But we will be putting one up next Friday, because we're doing the So Frugal 22. Yeah, that's gonna be fun and I'm gonna be bringing you all the inspo and what we're gonna be making, and I can't wait. It's gonna be so much fun. So if you wanna know what the hell I'm talking about, make sure you come back in on next Friday. That's it from me, guys, today. Have a great day and have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.